Come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 54 miles. Here we go again. Kill. Go on. Hey, check 24. Look, squeeze. Let's go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw Corker.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check 50, check 50. 40. Hey, Delta.
49, check 49.
Two.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In your face.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Get up! Get up! Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shit, shit, shit. Go, go.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. Shit, shit. Switch, switch, switch.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check safety. Check safety.
Now Gore. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
65. Check, check 43. Check, check, check. Rotate. Step. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, yeah.
Now it's Haskins. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey!
56. Wrap it.
Go!
Wrap it.
Snap!
Jones now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch the eye. Check. Please.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Giants first down.
18 Gator.
Right there, 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
There goes Sterling Shepard, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
At the 49-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, this is Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. 20, 10, 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Redskins 7.
They come out here in the eye. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost two there, and it's third down. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you got three. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Let's go.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 10.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now it's Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bravo!
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
Check.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that? And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
You go tank. You got tank. You got tank right there.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Yeah. Golden Tate's gonna go past the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Watch twist, watch twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And we know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you...
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ricky. Hatch it. Go.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB jump. Let's go. Come on. Check 9. Check 3. Check. Go. Check. Same one. Switch. Yep, go.
It's Geis on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards. Watching the drive. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
60 or 61. Match box right. Hey, exit. Back. Ready.
Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check, 47. Switch. Under crush.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert. 3 down.
Stepping up, pass gets hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
10 yards, good for a giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Barkley. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. He's coming. We got double up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 15-1. 15-1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Snap.
Broken tackle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
56.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
7-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check. Check 4. Whip. Watch the whip. Slide. No.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Haskins.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. He completes it to Bryant. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
30 base.
6 right there, 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that one will be accepted. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike 56.
Speaker.
Jones now operating from the gun. He's got his man. This is Tate. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
56. Mike 56 right there, 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 3rd down, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a run with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it. Kill. Go. Let's go. Rush in.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check.
Protein spill.
Mike by four. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the safety creep.
Topper, topper. Fight.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, New York.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy.
There you go.
Check 56. Hey, man.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Shakes off the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
56. Quit talking about it. Let him bring it. Mike 56.
Set.
From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
First down, Giants.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
You got 3 down.
Ready up.
56, Mike, 56. Not today, you are. Not today.
Leo, defense.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Check 26. Check 25. Shit.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Haskins. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Michael Thomas on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins is going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 55 to Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Redskins, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.